let's talk a little bit about the traction. I think you've been pretty upfront about the first half of this year. You did $8 million.
Yeah, just a little over $8 million in the first half of the year.
Okay, so $8 million in 6 months, you're doing over $1 million a month. When we met, you were doing 6,000. So since that time, you have 200x or whatever it is revenue.
Yep.
Let's talk about that journey over the last, let's say 2017, 18, 19, 20, and into 20. So it's been about 5 years of growth here. But getting to a $16 million run rate in 5 years for a consumer subscription service, pretty darn hard. What are the key moments in the growth of the company that led you to figure out that there was a market here for a subscription service without hardware just to track people's workouts? And that's what Fitbod does. You pick your workout, you pick what equipment you have, and it will tell you through machine learning how your body is reacting to that workout and what you should do in the next workout, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. It'll construct a next workout for you. So the next time you're ready to work out, whether it's at home, whether it's at the gym, you open the app, you know exactly what you need to do. And as you log more workouts, of course, the app will understand your tendencies and capabilities and get better and more catered and really advance you along in your fitness. That's what we had there. And I think to your question, what were the indications where we started to say, hey, this is actually something that's really good? And I would say that very early on, we knew that we had built a product that people love, like we talked about with the incubator. And then soon after that, we were talking with Nir Eyal, the author of Hooked. And the book Hooked talks about the feedback loop where you start to build habits. And that's the trigger, the action, the reward, and then the investment phase that goes into the next cycle, which triggers you to go work out again. And Nir Eyal really enjoyed this model that we had. And he actually wrote us into a chapter of, the book Hooked. So the newest release of Hooked has this as a chapter. And you start to see us having that kind of traction and engagement where people are coming back to us, and the kind of retention that I think is a really good number for retention in this space relative to others in this space. And I think with that, we were able to build on our subscription business where month after month or year after year, we're building on our user base to come in and really enjoy the product, to remain retained in the product, and to tell their friends about it. So
you took your time in those early days, making sure the product was not a leaky bucket, as we say in the industry, that people didn't churn, the fancy word we use in our industry for quit. What was the process of figuring out who your customers were and how to not make them churn? What can you teach the audience about that process and that discovery process? How do you do it as a founder, as a product designer?
Yeah, listening to our customers. From very early on, we were the ones speaking with our customers, getting them on, phone calls, video calls, interviews. And
do that mechanically, how do you ask a customer to get on the phone with you without it being creepy and weird?
Yeah, I don't think it's creepy or weird at all. We have customers writing in all the time saying that they love the product. And if we are able to say, hey, here's an opportunity for you to talk with the founders of the company to help us make this product better for you, a lot of people are more than happy to jump on the phone with us and really explain to us their experience of how they're interacting with the product. And early on, we had that luxury, right? We were small. I remember answering emails myself to users to say, hey, here's actually how we respond to customers. And as we've grown, we've definitely tried not to let that go, where we still have user researchers that we're working with to interview customers. And Jesse, even today, is still getting on the phone, getting on a video call with our existing customers to make sure that we can continue to make better products for them.
So very simple process. Somebody writes in, they like the product, and you have a public email address for feedback. You say, hey, can we jump on a Zoom call and talk for a couple of minutes about how you use the product, what you like about it, and what ideas you have? So it's really just finding the people who are already passionate and engaging with them and doing what we call in the industry a user interview.
Exactly. Early on, it was as simple as that. Today, now we actually have people fill out surveys. And one of the questions in the survey is, would you like to talk with the team? And then we actually break it into cohorts, right? There's people who are power users of Fitbod that we, of course, want to talk to. There's people who have churned that we want to talk to as well. So definitely different cohorts that we go out and talk to make sure that we're able to improve the product for them.
Okay, some people only believe in organic growth. They don't believe in paid. Other people are just experts at paid, and they don't really think about organic growth. How do you think about your business and scaling it in this combination of organic growth, word of mouth, versus spending money to get people into the product, and the relative strengths and weaknesses and how you deploy your resources to capture both those opportunities. Because I would think these are two very different disciplines.
I would say that they may be different, but they are connected. And what I mean by
connected,
that,
yeah.
What I mean by that is when we started early on, we actually didn't do any marketing at all. And we were all organic, all word of mouth, all people talking about us. And you can see signals in different places, social media, emails, where people are talking about us. And that was early on. And then we layered in paid user acquisition on top of that. And because the organic growth was strong, that's what allowed us, in my opinion, to really be successful at paid user acquisition and continuing to improve the product and then continuing to layer in increases to our marketing spend. I think they go hand in saying, hey, the effectiveness of paid user acquisition is going to be dependent on the core product and how much people are enjoying it and telling their friends about it. So I think they're definitely very intertwined.
Let me just say up front, go to linkedin.com/unicorn and post your job for free. That's it. I'm giving you the call to action up front. LinkedIn.com/unicorn, get your first job for free. And here's why you should do that. It's because many small business owners are super busy today. We all know that. You're searching for and interviewing the wrong candidates for a job opening would be better spent growing your business. We all know this. And you get so many people applying who are not qualified. It's hard. LinkedIn Jobs makes it easier to get the right candidates who are worth your time interviewing. And it's fast and it's free. You can create a free job posting in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs and you'll reach the world's largest professional network of over 750 million people. You know this because you're on LinkedIn every week. You're probably using it multiple times a day if you're like me. And you can focus on candidates with the skills and experience you need and use screening questions to get your role in front of only the most qualified people. And those screening questions are great for filtering out people who are serious or not. Then you use simple tools on LinkedIn Jobs to quickly filter and prioritize who you would like to interview and eventually hire. We love LinkedIn Jobs here at Launch, and in 2021, we've hired a third producer, a curriculum designer, and a couple of researchers. We're crushing it. Once again, LinkedIn Jobs will help you find the right candidate worth interviewing faster. Every week, nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn. So post your job for free at linkedin.com/unicorn to post your first job for free. Terms and conditions apply because they're giving you a free job listing, okay?